on the weekdays and a full backup on Saturday, or an incremental backup on the weekdays and full backup on Sunday. So choosing these makes it very simple to perform these types of backups. And then finally, there's the custom weekday advanced, where you can go in and you can choose what days of the week you want incremental backups to happen on and what days of the week you want full backups to happen on. There's also an auto column, so if you want Amanda to just make the determination on certain days for you, then you can choose auto on those days, and Amanda will go ahead and make that determination for you. Finally, once you've gone through all those other tabs to configure the backups, you can then go in and you can either force a full backup, start a regular backup, or you can activate the backup set. Upon activating the backup set, this is going to put your schedule in motion so that it will then start backing up according to what you've chosen on the Backup When tab. Once backups have finished running, reports are held in the reporting area, and we have several different views of the reporting data available so that you can go through and see how your backups are running at any time. We provided a calendar and legend so that you can see at a glance what days have successful backups and what days have failed backups. You can click on any of the days to drill down to see what reports you have on any given day. And you can see right at the top of the reports convenient information about the hosts that were backed up, the disks off those hosts that were backed up, what sort of backup size you had, and then if there was performance issues, you can identify by looking at the amount of time it took for things to back up and maybe determine if you had some sort of network problem or something like that. We also provide some statistics about the backup runs so you can see how long the backups took, how much total data was backed up, and things like that. There's also a timeline report, so you can click on a given day and you can see what clients had backed up, and if there were problems at any point along the way, you could see where one of the clients maybe had a failure or something like that. Media reports that can show you how much of your media you're using on any given day. So you can see that a certain tape was used on a certain day and get an idea of how much of your virtual tapes or your regular tapes you're using on a day-to-day basis. Data-centric reports, which will show you when full backups are happening and when incremental backups are happening of the various clients. And then there's also a custom reporting area. The custom reporting area has had a change in how it's looked between Amanda 3 and Amanda 3.1 in order to make it easier to pull up reports for the different types of things that you want to look at. So a few different predefined reports are available on client backup status, client performance, and media performance. If you want to just get a view of everything, you can choose all, and it'll pull up all of the reports, and you can look through the data, and if you want to download it as a CSV so that you can bring it up in Excel or something like that, then you can do that as well. New in the restore area is the ability to perform an express restore. So if you know that you just want to restore data back to the server that it came from, you can perform an express restore, and it will take you to the Restore Where tab with everything kind of filled out for you. If there are certain things that you want to exclude, such as you don't want any text files getting restored, you can add those, and then by clicking on Apply, it will perform the express restore. On the Restore What tab, if you just want to perform a regular restore, you can go in, you can choose the host name that you want to perform a restore from, the directory that you want to perform the restore from, and when you click Explore and Select, it'll then bring up the index listing the files that you can choose to restore from. And you can restore any combination of files. Directories are highlighted in blue. move those into the list of things that you want to restore. You can also, if you want to navigate into subdirectories, you can do that as well and create a list of whatever files that you want to have restored. Clicking Next Step, you can then choose where you want to restore the data to. So if you want to restore it back to the same host, you can enter the host information for the same host, or you can enter the host name of a different host if you want to restore the data to a new system. And then you can leave the destination directory blank if you want to just restore it back to the same location, or if you want to restore it to a different location, then you can just enter that. And there's also some conflict resolution settings, so what happens if you're restoring data and the data already exists in that location. Clicking Apply, you can then get a list of the different things that are being restored that are down in this lower left panel. You can also see if there was anything that was being excluded. It tells you what tapes you'll need for the restore, and for virtual tapes, it'll already have these, but if you were using regular tapes, Amanda will grab the tape from the tape changer if it needs to. Otherwise, if you have to insert a tape, you can insert the tape. And then by clicking on Restore, Amanda will initiate the restore process, and you'll see in the Restore Summary pane the status of the restore as it's happening. Once the restore finishes, then you'll be shown the success status, and you'll know that your restore was successful. There's also been some changes made to the administrative interface in Amanda 3.1. So you've seen the Backup Sets tab, but on the Users tab, we've added some new user roles. So backup administrators can do anything throughout the management console. Backup operators have access that's restricted to individual backup sets. So if you have some sort of department at your company and you want to give them access to do things only within their departmental systems, you can create a backup set for their department and restrict their access to just that backup set. There's also a monitor role, so a user who can log in and only read reports and monitor backups as they're running. And then there's also a restore only role. So if you want to give someone the ability to go in and restore data from their backup set without giving them access to modify any of the backup set, then you can create a restore only role, and they'll have access to do that. We've also added a admin licenses area, so you can go and see what sort of licenses you have remaining, and be aware of whether you need to take action and purchase additional licenses if you're running low on licenses. And on the Admin Devices tab, this is where you can add additional devices to your system. So, again, Amanda supports disk devices, tapes, tape changers, and Amazon S3 backups as well. Thank you for watching the Amanda Enterprise 3.1 demonstration, and I'm going to go ahead and log out now. That's it.